guys, Showstopper 414 coming at you with another PlanetSide 2 video. So today in this video we will be talking about squads and squad leading. But if you're not really a team player, which is quite the shame, go check out some of my other videos about operating vehicles and fighting against vehicles to go improve your individual skills. So let's dive straight into this topic, why don't we? Because it is a big one. So, squads. They not only yield better rewards when you're in them, but they combine a group together to make a much more effective fighting force. So, they are positive in almost every way. So a real easy way to get into a squad is to just go into the menu, go into social, and join any one of a variety of squads over a variety of continents. But if you feel like just leading a squad, it's really easy to go and pick some random players around the map. I spent about 10-15 minutes playing and was able to rack up a squad of about 6 to 4 people, and that was just in a short amount of time. If you really put some time together and put maybe an hour into it, you could get a 7, 8 to 12 person squad fairly easily. But to do that, you're going to have to not be picky. It doesn't matter class, battle rank, if they're a driver or a foot soldier or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just get them in the squad. Because if they're in the squad, they're getting positive benefits for them, which in turn will help you because they're going to get better equipment and weapons and stuff like that. And if you have more people focusing on your objective, it's going to get done faster. Speaking about objectives, it is very important to set a goal for your squad. In this video, you're going to see me focus on the vehicle generator, which you'll see me placing the spawn beacon right now. So this is basically me alerting the squad that that is our goal. It might not mean I want them to all charge and get killed right now, but that's what we're going to try to work for. But there's no way you're going to get to this goal if you're not communicating. The easiest and best way of communication is through a microphone that can work on your PC or, just new, PS4. Text chat will also work, but it's much slower and it's going to take you away from playing the game. Also, in things like yelling that there's a light assault flanking you, it's going to come way too late to do anything effective. So try to get that mic, but if you can't, text will have to do. Now going into the actual types of communications. Like I said before, you're going to need to communicate what your goal is and how you're going to get to it. This is very important because it's going to determine how your squad's going to function. If you're going to say, hey, we're going to get to our goal by flying our fighter planes into it, it's going to be a lot different than them running to the objective. So make sure you communicate how you're going to do it. So now that we've moved on a little bit off of communication and starting the squad, now we're going to move on to more of the actual physical aspects of the squad. So right out of the get-go, I want to talk about something extremely important. It is so incredibly important that I'm going to devote a whole video to proper and improper uses of it, and that is spawn beacon. If you plan on leading squads, you need to go and invest your certifications into getting that spawn beacon, because this makes the squad's life so much easier. Being able to have a spawn that's not a sunderer can really change the tide of a battle. It's quick, it's easy, and can help you access areas of the map that you wouldn't be able to usually. During this gameplay, you'll see me place spawn beacons down right next to this tower that I'm shooting at right now. And this allows us to drop down and attack the Vonu snipers who are picking off our people. It changes the flow of battle and can really help. But that's a topic for another video, so we're going to move on from there. So now we're going to move into classes. So when you're deciding what your squad members are going to be, you're either going to want to go balanced or specialized. A balanced squad is going to consist of a good amount of engineers and medics with a couple heavy assaults to take out vehicles, and maybe a light assault or two to be able to break through the enemy's defenses. Or you can specialize in a certain area. A thing that's always kind of fun to do is take a squad of infiltrators and wreak havoc on a base. Or maybe if there's a large vehicle column moving in, you decide that you need a squad of engineers to go help repair all the vehicles that are moving. So choose to go either balanced or specialized, and you may have to change this depending on how the battle goes and what your team needs. So now we are going to be moving into a real life connection. I know you're all waiting for it. So today we will be talking about William Wallace and Stirling Bridge. For those of you who don't know, William Wallace was a very famous person from Scotland, and he was a very key leader for them. And in particular, we are going to be talking about a battle called the Battle of Stirling Bridge. This battle showed tremendous leadership for a couple reasons. First off is that before the battles even began, the Scots had a huge advantage. They had the high ground, which is always nice for a battle, and that will probably be in some video somewhere else, but the high ground's important. Take that now. But the Scots had the high ground, and they saw the English moving across a small bridge. Well, what they could have done right then is moved down, tacked, gotten a couple kills on the English, and driven them back, but it would have been as big of a battle as it was. The thing that really made this battle special is that they were patient. They waited, and they let the English cross the bridge. And you might be thinking, why would they let them cross the bridge? They're going to be able to stomp them. Well, they waited long enough. They let enough Englishmen come over to where they were able to defeat them, but not too many that they would completely overwhelm them. When enough people had come across, the Scots charged down the hill and were able to take out many cavalry and infantrymen, especially the cavalry, because they were not very maneuverable in the small, tight bridge. So, how does this translate to planet side? Well, the first thing that I can think of is that squad leaders need to make impactful decisions. A lot of times squads just end up banging away doing the same thing, just going for the same entrance. If you're a squad leader and you're getting into a rhythm like that, try something else. Maybe jump into a liberator, or call a galaxy, or get some maxes, or place a spawn beacon in a new place. Try something different. Make something that is going to impact the battle in some way. Don't let your troops be cannon fodder. The other thing that I can think of that's more situational is be patient. Sometimes you're going to be in a great position to move on someone, but maybe waiting could be a good idea. I can think of times where I've seen a Juicy Vanu run past me with his back turned, and I go after him only for his friend to see me and kill me immediately. It's not fun, and it's just disappointing. Another situation this could be used is if some tanks are coming in through a canyon. You might think that you want to immediately hit them with a rocket as soon as you can, but maybe letting them roll through the canyon a little bit until they're in a more vulnerable spot to fire that first rocket. So, that is all for today's video, guys, but as always, we're going to go over a quick review. So, first off, if you want to join a squad, just go to the social page. On the menu, you can jump into probably a good squad right off the bat. But if you want to make your own squad, just go around. You can click the Q button right on somebody and get an option to invite them to your squad. Don't be picky on who you invite to your squad. It doesn't matter. You just want to get people, because if people see that other people are in the squad, they'll want to stay. Remember to communicate your goal to your squad and try to stay positive while you're doing it. There's been a lot of times where troops haven't been able to accomplish their goal and they just get demoralized like crazy. Remember the spawn beacon? I'll come back to that later and talk about it even more, but it's a very important tool. Remember William Wallace and remember the impactful decisions he made. Thank you for watching, guys. Showstopper.